Hello and welcome to MotorsportManager 3 Mobile with Alzoy Galcon. So we are entering the second to last race in the open wheel sprint before, if I hope so, we will move on into the European Racing Series, that is the real life equivalent to the Formula 3. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, then be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss out anything that I put on this channel. Everything is free, you don't need to pay, and by subscribing you make this channel grow and flourish even more, which makes me happy so I can create more contents for you to watch. So, with the money that I grabbed from the invitational event in the last episode, by the way, you can check out the last episode by clicking the link at the top right of the screen, I've gained a lot of money and I'm going to invest in my headquarters. Too bad that unlike in MotorsportManager 4, you cannot actually see the building per se, but yeah, you can definitely still expand your building even though you can't see the building itself. Well, at least it is not as intense as the MotorsportManager 4 or the PC version of this game. So while I'll upgrade the headquarters, I'm going to talk about the scheduling for the next couple of days. So, Cookie Run Tower of Adventures. By the time you watch this video, the most recent post done by Cookie Run Tower of Adventures official YouTube channel, it is said that it is only 2 days left before the game came out. And by the time you watch this video, it is most likely that the game will be out already. And I cannot wait to show you the gameplay, even though there are multiple people that have already showed you the game because they've joined the beta testers, but I'm not. Oh, it looks like we have a little bit of money left, and maybe we should expand our car a little bit to make sure that we are competitive in the European Racing Series. If that actually happened, if I still maintain first position or in the Construction Championship at the moment. Anyway, in other news, I have a little bit of an idea, and that is if I could actually make some space for my hard disk to actually being able to contain it because it is a blast from the past, and yeah, I'm going to see how fast that I could beat the battle station midway in all categories. So I'm going to do the US campaign, and I'm going to do the ship challenge, plane challenge, as well as the submarine challenge. And maybe I could do a third playthrough of the Counter-Strike Condition Zero deleted scenes, the third playthrough at skill 0, because it has been such a long time since I played that particular game. Oh, I could imagine the hardness of that. Anyway, let's get into the qualifying, and let me adjust this car to get the best optimal result in the qualifying. Thankfully, my mechanic skill level is very high. I'm pretty sure this is way overkill for the car spec itself because it's at level 17, where even on the invitational event, I barely ever got a mechanic with a level 15 of skill. Usually, if that is the case, then my second mechanic it is going to be an utter garbage mechanic. And my other mechanic has a level 12 skill level, which is decent. I've seen better, I've seen worse, but yeah, it's good enough for this particular race, but also the open wheel sprint championship overall. So, while qualifying is underway, let's talk about the track itself. So, this track is in Italy, and apparently it is called the Milan GP, and the resemblance of Monza is so uncanny. Most of you who actually understand motorsport will instantly recognize this place being a copycat of Monza immediately. But in this version of the particular track, we are apparently racing in the oval version, which is really short, to the point of the open wheel sprint cars managed to completely full a lap in this particular version of the circuit in less than 1 minute and 20 seconds. Can you imagine if this is the actual World Motorsport Championship running at this particular track in this particular version? I'm pretty sure the lap time goes down to almost 49 or even 50 seconds. And oh my god, that's not a really good options. I've got only the purple and red options. This is quite bad. I need a green option. Oh, that's really bad. This is the part where the PC version of this game is much better compared to the mobile version of this game, because in terms of the feedback that the game provides you, I mean, if you play the PC version of this game, you do realize that you need to adjust a couple of things, such as the PSI of the tire pressure, the angle of the tire itself, and yeah, all of them. And sometimes the game gives you a really good feedback, and sometimes they don't. And if they don't give you a good feedback, then you could do another lap, and you should do it because you could do better if you have enough time left. But on this version, you just tap, and hopefully you get a good enough number to match the mechanic skill of yours. And if it doesn't, then you have to do another lap, which completely wastes the time and effort. So yeah, judging by the adjustment to the first car, which is our first rated driver is currently at, I don't think that he will be able to get a good spot. I really do hope by the skill of his driving, he will get at least top 5 position. Maybe that he might be win this race, question mark? Or maybe it is something that I ask way too much for a driver with this level of skill. Also, you might notice that our second driver's car setup is actually at 100%. That makes the very first time in this particular managing career that I've managed to get into the 100%. But what that meant is the car is perfectly set up for this particular track. Anyway, let's see if David here can manage to get into first place as she goes around the final corner and move into the start-finish line, and she got first indeed. Now let's see how Maulana still at the last corner. Green in first sector but white in second sector, and no! It was different by 0.144 seconds. David, the lowest skill driver, is actually gained the very first ever pole position for this team. Oh my god, that's unbelievable. And look at the difference between my car and the third place car. It's 0.7 seconds. That's just unbelievable. That's just to show you just how dominant my car actually is in this particular racing series. So yeah, with qualifying finish, now let's take a look at our starting grid. So both of our drivers fills up the very first spot, first and second. Hopefully we are able to maintain our position as we go around the first corner and eventually the first lap. If that is the case, then this race should be easy enough to claim first and second position. Well, I just hope that our car didn't broke down. That actually can happen, and yeah, we definitely did not want that because our car is basically the best car in the grid. And here we go, 5 red lights, and go! David and Maulana get a good start, but Nasser actually got a better start than both of us. And now our drivers is in second and third. And hopefully, because I put a very high requirement to get the bonus cash at the end of the race, I have to at least finish at second place. A tall order, even for both of our drivers. So as we go on at the end of the first lap, David still holds on first place for our racing team, and Maulana, the first driver, is in 4th position. Sure, this race is quite short, it only has 21 laps, and oh my god, David's car's condition is not looking so good. And the same thing can be said about Maulana's car condition, which isn't great either. So yeah, I'm going to tell these two drivers to go at medium pace rather than high speed, because I do not want to make the engine go breakdown mode in the race itself. Because that will be really bad for the championship result. But yeah, I'm now deciding to put the conservative energy right now, because I look at the rate of the medium speed is not really good in terms of recovering the fuel, so I'm going to tell my drivers to drive conservatively. And also the fact that we still have many laps to go. So yeah, now I'm going to speed up this race and hopefully let's see if there is something really interesting happens. I don't know if you like it or not, so let me know in the comment section down below if I should continue this feature or I should stop using it. So yeah, it's time to make a pit stop for Diva David here because she couldn't manage to withstand the tire wear for so long. And yeah, looks like I've got to put her into hard and I have to fix her car. Because if I don't, there is quite a possibility that she retires in the middle of the race, and that's the one thing I do not want to happen in my racing team. So now I'm going to tell Maulana to stay out for one lap more before I'm told him to make a pit stop as well. No, I'm sorry Maulana, we cannot double stack in this game apparently for some whatever reason that I will never get throughout the days of my life. But yeah, let's see where David will end up, and it looks like she's at the very back of the grid in 18th place. But because all of these people aren't doing the pits yet, most likely that she will go up at least into the top 10. And yeah, for Molana, I might as well put hard compound tires as well, and hopefully the car condition will be maintained in this particular fashion. Like 54% is quite decent until the end of the race. Yeah, for this split second, I was thinking that maybe I should put medium compound tires instead of hard tires, but I decided to go against this idea because I want to push the car even further because we are not at the front of the grid. In fact, we're actually quite behind at the back of the grid itself. I mean 14th and 18th place. That's not a really good spot at the middle part of this race. So yeah, hopefully I will be able to grab some positions once these people who are still maintaining the soft compound tires are going into the pits, as well as the people who are running with the medium compound tire at the start of the race. Oh, that's a really bad spot for David there. He's still at 15th position. No, I'm sorry, 14th position, 13th position, but this is not an ideal position for her at this point. She should be at least in the top 10. And look at the condition, the car condition of Maulana. It's already at 34% and we still have 10 laps to go. Oh, this is gonna be a tense one right at the end. And let's not forget that we only have 10 laps of fuel remaining, so this is gonna be bang on straight to the line. Once we cross the finish line, all of the fuel has gone out. So yeah, despite I really do want to push right now, but I couldn't because if I push right now, that meant I will not have enough fuel to be able to finish the race. So yeah, I'm going to speed up once again and hopefully we will discover something really interesting in this particular race. Well, the situation for the race is getting worse, and oh my god, that's even worse than before. Oh my god. So Moana's car, the car condition is already at 22%, and David's car, even if we actually manage to repair the car in the pit lane, we still have 6 laps to go, and both of our cars are already in the yellow/orange condition. This is really bad. Like, I wanted to push the car, but the car's condition terrifies me. I do not want both of my drivers to not ended up crossing the finish line, even though we are already in a decent position to score points in this particular race. 5 laps to go. Oh, this is getting more and more intense. I guess the only way that I could take a win in this particular race is the people in front of me are fighting each other, and that's when I could take advantage of that. So yeah, I really do. These people that are in front of me are continue battling against each other, so I could take advantage of the situation. And hopefully Maulana will be able to complete the sponsor request of me finishing at least in second place. That's a tall order already, even for a top team like me. And actually Molana tries to take it on the outside, but that doesn't really work. At some point, he did actually manage to get into third place, and we have three laps to go. I could push the car, I could push both of these cars, but the thing is though, I don't have enough fuel if I push the car right now. And also the car's condition is really bad. There was one occasion where the car broke down on me on the very last lap, on the very last corner, so I do not want to risk it happening again to me. In my old save file, that actually does happen. I just couldn't believe it to this very day. And David looks like she's about to ask for a brand new tire, but no, sorry David. We only have one lap to go. There is no point if you ask for a brand new set of tires. And yeah, it looks like I have to push right now. Currently in the 4th position, which is the best position for our cars. But I'm just gonna have to go for it, and hopefully I will be able to take 3rd or even 2nd place if it is possible. Come on, Molana, show me your moves. Grab that 3rd position. Come on, we have stayed in 4th place for way too long. Come on, we got 3rd. Okay, 2nd place. It's almost there. Come on. Push. Go for it. Their tire condition is even worse than me. But look at the fuel. We don't have the fuel left to actually complete it, the overtaking maneuver. Oh my god. What? No, we didn't complete the sponsorship challenge. Oh no. Maybe I should have put the medium compound tire instead of the hard compound tire, if I know how bad the fuel efficiency of these cars are. Oh no, this is bad actually in terms of the consequences of our money. So yeah, congratulations to the 1st place team. I don't know who it is, so let's just take a look at the podiums. And yeah, we are in 3rd place, and apparently it is not from Jaeger RT, which is the 2nd best team in this particular race and also the championship, but it is the Stone Speedsters who claim the winning spot, 1st place, which just so happens to be the 3rd best team in the whole competition. Well done to them. Oh, it looks like our first driver wanted a brand new part, even though there is only one race left, and that is the Monaco Grand Prix. Anyway, here's the result of my expansion in terms of the factory and HQ upgrades, all that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to take a look. Yep, staff team, this is pretty important, especially for the drivers who I purchase or the drivers that I enjoy in my young development program. You'll find out what that meant in the next particular episode. But yeah, the logistic HQ is something that I'm looking forward to expand into. But yeah, so no more requirements for the engineers, because the engineers, in my opinion, are at the best at the moment. Well, too bad that my team isn't exactly having the best engineer in the field, but hey, at least it's better than the candidate that tries to replace them. Did you see how bad it was? It was really terrible. Oh my god. Anyway, the reason why I wanted to upgrade my logistic HQ is because I want to unlock the 3rd slot for this expansion part of the game, because it is really important that I have this, and all of this will be really helpful, especially with the fact that I'm starting in China. So in China, you start with, I will say, less bonus if you want to start really quickly. If you want to start really quickly, then you can go into the US starting point. Only the problem of that is when I have to expand into Europe or Africa, then it becomes really limited in terms of choice. Technically, Europe does offer you a better, longer term managerial career compared to China, but China is in between those two places. So, and the fact that my previous saves also start in Europe, so I don't want to start in Europe once again, so I'm starting at a brand new place, so I decided it will be China. So yeah, coming up on the next race, it is going to be the last open wheel sprint championship, and that will be located on the Monaco Grand Prix, a really prestigious place in real life, and hopefully this one will offer me the same experience. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm also Galcon, signing it off, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.